It's Frisco League Baseball on 102.3 FM, your source for high school sports here in the Ozarks. The game brought to you by Rivard Heating and Cooling, the Marys County Bank, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert and Richland, Shelter Insurance Agents John Gregory and Crocker and Dave Holland in Richland, Paul's Furniture Outlet, St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, Dixon Nursing and Rehab Center, Post Pawn, Action Automotive, and the Bank of Crocker. Today we are in Dixon. The Crocker Lions are in town. Let's play ball.
And a very good evening to you and yours here at the Crocker High School Baseball Stadium. Just to the left of Crocker High School, middle school, elementary school, and the like, we are ready for some high school baseball. Yes, high school baseball for the first time since April 16th. Connor Harvard here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here for this one. It's been rainy as of late. I don't know if you knew or not, but we have had quite a bit of rain, and with that rain has come quite a bit of rainouts. And of course, plenty of games are being played. We've kind of gotten back into the swing of things a little bit, but my broadcast schedule, well, I was just a little bit unlucky. 5 straight broadcasts rained out. Some of them we're going to be able to make up, that being one of them. The others, unfortunately, we just couldn't work it into the schedule, but what is important is we are out here today for the Crocker Lions taking on the Iberia Rangers. So again, it is Connor Harvey here with you today, Z102.3. This might be one of the best games we have on the air all year long. Don't want to oversell it. Obviously, we don't know what's about to happen here today, but in terms of the Frisco League and in terms of teams that have really made an impact this season, these are two of your top teams. Of course, Crocker 12-4 coming into this game. They've been very impressive. Actually, after a rocky start to the beginning of the year where they played some out-of-state teams, they've really hit their stride as of late, and of course, we've talked about it. If you listen in on 97.9, you may have heard me or Coach or, of course, maybe Marv mention it. Iberia, the last undefeated team in the state of Missouri. Not in any other class will you find an undefeated team at this point except here in Class 2 and these Iberia Rangers. Again, 21-0. So it looks like we're actually going to get going here a little bit quickly here today. Coach is already meeting at home plate. Iberia's already got the batting helmets on. They're already taking their practice cuts. Of course, we'll still have the Star Spangled Banner as well, but that just means we'll go ahead and jump on into your starting lineups. We'll have plenty of time to set the stage as we get going in this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup for the visitors today. Again, the Iberia Rangers 21-0 on the season. Batting leadoff for him will be the man on the mound. That'll be Noah Remensteiner. He gets the call here today. Batting second, center fielder Tanner Patterson. Then batting third will be the catcher, and that is Logan Seal. Batting fourth today, batting cleanup, the shortstop Hunter Piggott. Batting fifth today will be your third baseman. That's Isaac Duncan. Batting sixth today, first baseman Brady Blankenship. Batting seventh will be right fielder Connor Drace. Batting eighth, left fielder Chris Shreve. And then finally batting ninth today, that'll be the second baseman Ashton Duncan. No designated hitter, no designated player, just 9 up, 9 down for, again, the Rangers today. And, of course, the Rangers are coached by Tim Vinson and assisted by Kyle Blankenship. Now we take a look at the lineup here for, again, the Crocker Lions coming into this matchup with a record of 12-4 on the season. Batting leadoff for them, well, that'll also be their pitcher today. That'll be Jackson Burney. Burney on the mound here today. I think the last time we saw the Lions, they were playing Plato, and I believe Burney was on the mound for that one as well, so we'll get a second look at him here today. Batting second will be the catcher. That'll be Trip Caldwell. Then batting third will be the third baseman. That is Landon Pierce. Batting cleanup, center fielder Eli Anderson. Then batting fifth today will be the shortstop. That's Colin Braslin. Batting sixth, designated hitter Hagen Libert. Then batting seventh will be right fielder Jesse Goldsmith. Batting eighth today, first baseman Riley Foster. And then batting ninth will be left fielder. How about that? And that'll be Brock Ware. Of course, with the designated hitter, with Libert batting in the sixth slot, we do have a designated player that will be out at second base, and that will be Braden Crawford for the Lions today. Crocker is, again, 12-4. They are coached by Alex Shelton, and he is assisted by Ty Helms, Dustin Moss, and Walker Shelton. So again, should be a very good contest here today as they announce starting lineups here in Crocker. Let's go ahead and go over a little bit more details for you here. Crocker, the home team today again. Good sized crowd on hand here for this one. Early in the season, they took a couple lumps, but admittedly, they were playing some very tough teams, including going out to Florida for the Florida spring training. Do not know where that was played, but what I do know is they had games against teams from Pennsylvania, Arkansas, and New York. Lost a couple of those. Did defeat the team from Arkansas 11-1. 5-1. Then lost a game against Licking at 1-0. That was back on March 28th. Since then, they have beaten pretty much everybody that they've been put in front of, with the lone exception being Humansville, who beat them 5-1 back on April 19th. So Crocker does come into this with a winning streak of 4 games. Wins over Lakeway, Prairie home with Bunston, Richland, and Osage as well. And again, Iberia, 21-0. They have not lost yet this season. Crocker, though, might be one of the best teams with the best chance to do it here today. Of course, Licking back on, the 5th. Remember that one, Iberia won 6-2. They've been playing some close calls as of late, including their last time out. Iberia, just yesterday, a narrow 5-4 win over Eldon in Eldon. So Iberia is not infallible. They will give up some runs here and there, but you got to get through some very good pitching. Of course, today, Noah Remensnyder, one of their top guys. We'll see how things go today. National Anthem coming up next. When we come back, it's time for some high school baseball. Iberia and Crocker right here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
National Anthem here in Crocker means we are just about to get ready to go here today. High school baseball for you. Z102.3, again, the home team, the Crocker Lions, here today, taking on the undefeated Iberia Rangers. It's Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3, again for the first time since April 16th. We had Waynesville and Lebanon on that day. You might remember it wasn't the best weather game out there in Lebanon. And by Lebanon, I mean Waynesville had plenty of wind, but then the rains came. Canceled quite a few broadcasts. Like I said, we will be making up one of those tomorrow. We will have Iberia and Lakeway for you. That game was supposed to be played, I believe, last week. Got rained out. Of course, you know the story by then, but they are remaking it tomorrow, which means we will be out there. I am aware that Waynesville is playing Bolivar at home tomorrow, but we are going with what I originally had on the schedule. That game got in there first. Of course, Lanesville-Bolivar, we're supposed to play on the second. The schedule, unfortunately, we created quite a few conflicts. We're just going to go with what we had first. So we will be in Iberia tomorrow. And then this weekend, don't forget about districts coming up. We now know we are going to be doing the Class 2 District 9 baseball tournament, which means we will be back out in Iberia once again for a 16 district featuring these two teams here today. These two teams, the top 2 seeds in that district, Iberia the 1, Crocker the 2, and of course also Lakeway and Plato involved with that district as well. You also have Vienna, and then I drop in the 5th team there, the 6th team, but we'll take a look at that here shortly. But we are ready to go. Again, Jackson Burney on the mound for the Lions today. He will stand in, and we'll have ourselves a pitcher versus pitcher matchup to start as the Iberia starter, Noah Remensnyder, stands in right-hand side of the plate. Righty versus righty matchup. First pitch on the way. In there, caught the upper inside corner, and this game starts 0-1. Good day for baseball today. No clouds in the sky, except for a few to my left. Next pitch on the way. Here's a line drive over to short, but it's going to be caught on a rope. Colin Braslin making the play, and that's out number 1. So Remensnyder put away. The line out to Braslin at short. So we take a look at some numbers for our teams today. Take a look at it from the Crocker angle. I guess it doesn't really matter. But here is Patterson standing from the left-hand side. First pitch, fastball outside. And it's 1-0. Clicked on the wrong game. Of course, Crocker in action tomorrow here in Crocker. They take on Stoutland. Here's a swing, foul ball off to the left. And it's 1-1. Crocker 5-1 at home, 6-1 on the road, 1-2 in neutral and tourney games. Of course, that would be those 3 games in Florida. 1-1 pitch now. Patterson going to try to lay down a bunt just in front of home plate. Caldwell has it, throws a little wide, but nicely played by Foster over at first. He makes the grab, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here for Iberia in the top of the first. That brings us now to catcher Logan Seal. Crocker averaging 7.1 runs per game, by the way, and allowing 3.1. Get you Iberia here after this first pitch to the catcher Seal, batting from the right-hand side. First pitch from Bernie outside, got away from Caldwell. Obviously nobody on to take advantage. 1-0. So Iberia 21-0. They're 8-0 at home, 12-0 on the road. They're 1-0 in neutral and tourney games. Do not remember where that neutral site game would be. Guess we can go back and look here in a moment. Averaging 7.9 runs a game. Here's the best stat for you. 1.4 runs allowed per game. Here's a swing. Foul ball behind us. And it's 1-2. By that, I believe 1-1. Yep, 1-1 here to Seal. Over 80 degrees here today in Crocker. 1-1 pitch. Going with the slider that time, but it slides out of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Of course, sitting in the shade today, right in front of the in-progress press box in Crocker. 2-1 now. Here's a hard hit ball, left field side. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it is foul. Over the fence, but foul. Just to the left of the foul pole, and that's going to be a very, very, very loud strike, too. Not the most committed call from our home plate umpire today. Coach Vincent over at third signaling home run. Maybe trying to persuade him, but not going to work out here, so it will be 2-2 here to Seal. So Seal will step back in here. Crocker trying to make it a 1-2-3 top of the first. Getting started just before the halfway point of the hour. Bernie going to shake off a couple would-be calls. Now here's the pitch. Fastball high and tight here. 3-2. We go full for the first time today. So again, May 11th will be our first 2 district games. Make sure you tune on in. Neither of these teams will be playing. They receive first-round byes. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Ball was dropped. They'll apply the tag anyway. And that does it here for the top of the first. So Bernie picks up his first strikeout of the day. We'll take a 90-second break. When we come back, it's the Lions to the plate for the first time today. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball. Crocker and Iberia here on Z102.3.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Appliances, if you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club climate control system warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Coming up, bottom of the first here in Crocker, Iberia goes down in the top half of the inning in order. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Picked up by the Crocker starter and, of course, the Crocker defense. So we'll see what the Lions have at the plate here. Will be their top of the order, Bernie, Caldwell, and Pierce. But they will face the right-hander today, Noah Remensnyder, one of Iberia's top hurlers here this season. Do not see their number one here today. That would, of course, be Tanner Patterson. He is out in center field. I'm going to presume he did pitch yesterday, first game of the week. But Remensnyder also plenty good himself, so we'll see how he does here today. But he will face, again, the opposing pitcher himself, Jackson Burney, also batting leadoff. After getting through that top half of the first, he'll try to help his own cause here in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch delivered by Remensnyder. Right down the middle, called strike one. Going to check in on that Class 2 District 9 tournament for you. Give you an update on who's playing who. Here's a ground ball over to short. Piggott comes up on it, throw over to first. It's going to be mishandled by Blankenship, and Bernie's safe over at first. That'll be an error. I'm actually going to say it's an error on Blankenship. Throw is good, or good enough, I should say. But Blankenship just didn't have it in the glove. And so, Bernie is on first, nobody out, and that brings us to the catcher, Trip Caldwell. First base runner of the game. We'll see what the Lions can do with it here. District tournament brackets, there we go. Mish's website, never getting any easier to navigate. First pitch from Remensnyder is low and in the dirt. Ball one. Class 2, District 9. So again, Iberia, the 1 seed, Crocker, the 2 seed, which means May 11th, we'll start that tournament off with Hartville and Plato. Here's a bunt down the first baseline. Play will have to be at first. Throws over there. Blankenship has it. Tripp will lay down the sacrifice, that being Trip Caldwell. A runner on second in scoring position now. One out for third baseman Landon Pierce. So Pierce stands in, right-hand side. Third batter of the inning. As I mentioned, Hartville-Plato. Eagles versus Eagles. And as I look at their logos, trying to determine if there's any actual difference between the two. I know color-wise, school color-wise, there definitely is. So the first pitch to Pierce is delivered outside half of the plate for strike one. Of course, Hartville, a little bit of a brighter blue than Plato. But the logos, pretty similar. We actually have quite a bit of Eagles in this district tournament. Again, the second game of the day will be the 3-6. That's Vienna versus Lakeway. Here's a swing, foul ball off behind us. Into the parking lot it goes. 0-2 here to Pierce. The train out in center field, coming across right field. Of course, the tracks, which give the Frisco League its name. Here's a swing, another foul ball right in front of me here. Pierce will stay alive, still 0-2. So whoever wins the Hartville-Plato game, they will get Iberia again on May 13th, that Monday at 5 p.m. Whoever wins between Vienna Lakeway will get Crocker. May 13th, 7 p.m. We'll be there as well. Then the district championship, May 14th at 5:30. Next 0-2 pitch here, ground ball back to the mound. Remensnyder has it, only plays it first. Blankenship has it again, 4 out number 2. Meanwhile, the runner does move on over to third. They'll throw one over there, but Bernie, he's ready for it. He's already back to the bag. So after the error, it's a sacrifice and a ground out back to the mound. 2 straight plays made by Remensnyder. Iberia will try to keep the run off the board here, standing 90 feet away, but it's the cleanup hitter next, center fielder Eli Anderson. Anderson going to take the first pitch down the pipe, strike one. Of course, we could take a look at what else the other teams in the district have done this season. Of course, we've seen Plato, we've seen Lakeway, Hartville, Vienna. Not seen them on the air this year. Next pitch, also right down the middle, strike 2. Anderson going to have to protect the plate a little bit here. He's in a deep hole. Hartville, again the 4 seed. They are 9-11 on the season. Plato, they got the 5, 10-14, I believe. Here's a pitch delivered low. Ball 1. Of course, we saw Plato give Crocker a bit of a spook a few weeks ago. 11-14. Apologies. There's 1 win behind. Next 2-strike pitch. Swing, comebacker to the mound. Remus Snyder has it. He'll flip it underhand over to first. And that does it here for the bottom half of the first. So, the leadoff error leads to naught here for the Lions as 3 straight comebackers. A sacrifice and 2 groundouts means Iberia gets out of the first. No runs, no hits, 1 error. 1 runner left on base. Into the second we go. Still no score between Iberia and Crocker. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
The month of May still produces rain, so good working wiper blades are a must. You'll find the Napa brand, plus Trico wipers and much more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. May also means a bit warmer weather, so make sure your air conditioner is charged up and cranking out the cool air. Pick up some charging kits at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Oil changes are year-round, and Napa has all the top brands of oil, both conventional and synthetic, in quart and 5-gallon sizes. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Life doesn't wait for office hours. Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, from allergies and colds to sore throats, sprains, and more. Save time and access reliable virtual health care from the comfort of your home. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
1-0 here to Hunter Piggott. So we're already getting going here with the top half of the second. Long fly ball, right field side, into the parking lot once again. Quickly now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just 10 minutes past the halfway point of the hour. Top of the second. No score between Crocker and Iberia today. Next pitch looks good, called as such. And we go 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the cleanup hitter. Again, shortstop Hunter Piggott. Not that I'm complaining, but these two teams, they want to go, go, go. 2-strike pitch. Swing. Ground ball just in front of home plate. Could be a tricky play. Caldwell has it. Throw is just going to beat him at first for out number 1. Right in that awkward spot between pitcher and catcher, but Caldwell quickly out of the stance. Able to get to the ball in time. Spins, makes the throw. And retires Piggott. So 1 down here. Brings us to third baseman Isaac Duncan. Duncan getting his first looks here. Bit fooled on the first pitch. Chased 1 outside. Strike 1. Duncan, 5th batter in the lineup. Brady Blankenship on deck. 0-1 now. Runs inside. Evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1's on the board here. Next pitch from Jackson Burney. Trying to go back outside. Actually kept it on the line. And gets ahead of Duncan here, 1-2. Another 2-strike count. Burney looking for his 2nd strikeout of the day. The pitch. And high, 2-2. Burney able to get through that first inning. 1-2-3, a line out, ground out, strikeout. Quickly getting through the top of the order. Already has 1 out here. Next pitch. Almost got Duncan to offer up. Held up, though. Good decision there by the Iberia third baseman. As it just missed. Full count, 3-2. Pitch from Burney. Payoff. Swing, fly ball, sent out towards center. Calling it is Anderson. He'll move back on it. Has room and makes the catch. Out number 2. So our first fair ball sent to the outfield today. Most of our balls have been kept right in front of the pitcher's mound. Be recorded as out number 2. Anderson able to track it there. The sun not really in a good spot for him out there. Of course, I'm in the shade today. Can't be easy out there, but able to track it down and make the catch. So 2 up, 2 down once again for the Rangers. Now here is Brady Blankenship. First pitch outside, ball 1. Next one on the way here, high and outside, and it's 2-0. With Blankenship at the plate, Connor Drace now stands on deck. 6 and 7 in the lineup. In the hole, Chris Shreve. Next pitch, a bender. Got it to fall through the top of the zone that time, 2-1. Again, these two schools not too far apart, as you probably know, about 15 minutes, which means we've got a great crowd on hand tonight. Here's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Iberia traveling well. Crocker, of course, every time I come out here, plenty of people to my left. 2-2 pitch from Bernie. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 6 up, 6 down here for Iberia to start. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Bottom of the second. Crocker going to try to get on the board first, but still no score. Iberia and Crocker, Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh. Now we have 2 locations to serve you even better. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick and GMC in West Plains, and the all-new Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in Waynesville. So for the best price and genuine customer service from right here in the Ozarks, visit us at Taylor Grubaugh in West Plains or Waynesville.
Together, let's drive
and get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in Waynesville.
They're ready for the spring turkey season at Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert. And if you're not, stop by. Post Pawn has just what you need in the way of guns and ammo to bag that gobbler. And Post Pawn also has a nice supply of crossbows. You'll find hunting supplies like knives and arrows and new and used military clothing, rain and cold weather gear as well. Post Pawn still does transfer fees on guns shipped to Post Pawn or if you sell your firearm to another. They are your Pulsar and Rick's Thermal Scope headquarters and always offer 90-day layaway. For well over 50 years, Post Pawn has been the place to go for hunting supplies for all seasons, and they special order too. Post Pawn, more than just a first-rate pawn store, in the Gateway Shopping Center just outside the main gate of Fort Wood.
At Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Ed Morris Ford in St. Robert or visit edmorrisfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
An 0-2 count here on Colin Braslin as we get back to it here. Bottom of the second, no score. Crocker and Iberia. Again, the Lions at the point. Rangers out in the field. Next pitch here to Braslin. Called strike 3. Caught the outer half of the plate. Noah Remensnyder has his first strikeout of the day. And with 1 down, that brings us to designated hitter Hagen Libert. Again, just 1 base runner early on in this contest. Of course, both teams throwing some of their best. Jackson Burney 6 for 6. Just the lone error from Iberia, giving any kind of offense here in this one. First pitch to Libert, didn't miss by much, but it's called ball 1. Libert, right-handed batter. Swings at the next pitch, caught a piece of it, but fouled it back into the glove of Seal, 1-1. One's on the board. Remensnyder, fresh off his first strikeout. Here's a line drive. That gets through the gap in the left field. That's a base hit. First hit of the day comes from the designated hitter. So Libert will round first. He'll stay right there. 1 on now. Here's right fielder Jesse Goldsmith. Goldsmith, whose walk-up music I respect tremendously. Taylor Swift's 22 for number 22. He'll bat from the left-hand side here as he tries to move Libert forward here with 1 out. Now, we will have quick time here. Head coach Alex Shelton talking with our home plate umpire here about something. Would that maybe be a pinch runner or just clarifying who's in the lineup or the whatnot? I will say, for what it's worth, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary on my lineup card. Whoever's been supposed to be hitting has been hitting. But we'll see here. Nope, it'll just be a pinch runner here for Crocker. As Libbert will be exchanged here. As Braden Crawford, who's actually playing second today, having Libbert hit for him, he'll now head out and run. So Crawford now on first. And again, the left-handed hitting Jesse Goldsmith now at the plate. So we'll get to it here. Remensnyder switching back to the stretch now. First pitch. Nope. Pickoff throw over to first. Good throw, good spot, but Crawford ready for it. He dives back in. There is one out. The strikeout looking to begin the inning. Remensnyder settles back in now. Next pitch. Trying to lay down a bunt. Popped it up. It's over the fence into the Crocker crowd. 0-1. Again, no field dimensions to report. We'll say Crocker pretty much average, ordinary, standard baseball fare. Nothing too out of the ordinary here, at least by the eye test. Next pitch, breaking ball, high and outside. Crawford, big secondary lead over there, but it's going to scramble on back. 1-1. Again, no score here. Bottom of the second. This ball game about 20 minutes old now. Next pitch, again going to try to bunt. Pulls it back, but the pitch is in the zone. It looks like Goldsmith will have to try to swing away here. He's down 1-2. On deck here, Riley Foster for Crocker. Snyder's next pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike three, and there are two outs. Second strikeout today for Remensnyder. And he'll look to keep that runner stranded. Going to have to get on through now. Riley Foster, who also has some excellent walk-up music. I'm a sucker for a good walk-up song. I've mentioned that several times this year. I believe that's Godsmack. Great band. First pitch outside here, 1-0. The walk-up song is a brief glimpse into a batter's personality. Somebody probably said that once upon a time. 1-0 pitch, too low. It's 2-0. Unfortunately, they never got to choose a walk-up song. Was not the best baseball player in the world. Never made the varsity level, but that's okay. I get paid to talk about it. Next pitch, outside here, and it's 3-0. Track and field was my true calling anyway. 3 balls, no strikes. Runner on first. Remensnyder just going to deliver one here down the middle. Foster, of course, taking all the way, 3-1. Still a hitter's count here for the left-handed Foster. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And from 3-0, we go full now. Remensnyder a chance to maybe fight back here and get a third strikeout here in this inning. Make up for giving up that one-out single. Only hit of the game over on first. Second base runner. Payoff pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike three. And that ends the second. So 3 strikeouts for Noah Remensnyder. 1 looking, 2 swinging. Leaves a runner stranded over on first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And again, 1 runner left on base. We're into the top of the third here in Crocker. We're moving right along. Still no score between the Lions and the Rangers. Back in 90, you're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
The Waynesville St. Robert Regional Airport offers direct jet service twice a day to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Nashville airports. Extremely affordable rates plus long-term parking. Yes, free parking. Connected direct flights and hundreds of destinations in a comfortable cabin that offers first-class legroom in every row. Affordable tickets, free parking, and first-class legroom. What are you waiting for? Book your flight today. FlyFLW.com. That's FlyFLW.com. Waynesville St. Robert Regional Airport.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Connor Drace down 0-2 as we enter the top of the third here in Crocker. Iberia at the plate. No score between the Lions and the Rangers. Neither side really giving much of anything. Jackson Burney looking for another strikeout here perhaps. Delivers a pitch high. Ball one. Burney 6 for 6. 6 up, 6 outs. Couple of strikeouts, couple of ground outs. Fly out and a line out. 1-2 pitch outside. And we even it up 2-2. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for Iberia here in this half inning. Connor Drace at the plate, of course. Chris Shreve on deck. And then Ashton Duncan. He'll bat ninth before we head up to the top of the order once again. Iberia's put bat to ball a little bit, 4 out of the 6, but nothing in open space yet. Here's a foul ball. Line drive into the parking lot. Looks like it caught somebody out there, but as far as the game's concerned, we're still 2-2. Drove my dad's Jeep to the game today. I would like that to be safe. Here's a next pitch. Froze him. Fastball down the middle. Drace can do nothing about it. He'll be sat down on strikes here, out number 1. Third strikeout here for the Crocker starter, Jackson Burney. And that brings us now to left fielder Chris Shreve. Again, Shreve's first trip today, batting from the right-hand side of the plate. First pitch is not going to miss by much, looking for the upper outside corner. Couldn't find it, though, 1-0. So again, Ashton Duncan now on deck. Next pitch. Couldn't catch up for the fastball that time. 1-1. Big thanks to all of our sponsors today. Of course, you've now heard from all of them today. See if we can get through a few more times. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Burney going back to the second. Maybe now trying to make it back-to-back-to-back strikeouts. Burney through the windup, the pitch. Swing, line drive out towards center field. Anderson charging it, but he can't make the play on it. He'll have to catch it on a bounce here. Base hit for Shreve. Iberia's got their first hit of the day.
Up next, number 4, Ashton Duncan.
From that number 8 slot in the lineup, bringing us to, again, Ashton Duncan. So we'll see what the Rangers can do with their first base hit of the game. Shreve taking a small lead over on first. It's Duncan standing in right-hand side. Duncan again playing at second base today. First pitch. Fooled by the breaking ball there. 0-1. Thanks to Mary's County Bank, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Bank of Crocker, Shelter Mutual Insurance, Paul's Furniture, Brevard Heating and Cooling as well. Pitch up high here, 1-1. St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's of St. Robert, Phelps Health as well. Got you a few more here after this next pitch, the 1-1. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss once more, 1-2. Thanks to Taylor Grubaugh Chevy, Post Pond, Ned Morse Ford of St. Robert. Also, big thank you to the Waynesville St. Robert, Fort Underwood Airport. And of course, big thank you to Misha. Pickoff throw over to first. But Shreve does get back. Without Misha, be a lot less organization. Be chaos, anarchy, and the whatnot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch to Duncan. In there, strike 3 called. Second strikeout here. Both looking now for Burney here in this inning. And that'll leave that runner on first here, now with 2 outs for the top of the Iberia order. Here's Noah Remensnyder. Remensnyder, first one to get a second at-bat today. He's 0 for 1 with a line out. Lined out to short. Soft liner, easily handled by Braslin. Crocker actually going to make a defensive shift here. Before we get going, going to move their outfielders slightly on over to the left. To the right, I should say. My left, their right. Shreve again over on first. Remensnyder at the plate. Pitch on the way. Shreve taking off, but it's a foul ball. Shreve will have to retreat. 0-1 here at the plate. Again, looking forward to that Class 2 District 9 tournament. Winner of that, of course, moves on to sectionals. And if it's a Frisco League team, we'll most likely be following them on through. Of course, 4 out of the 6 teams in that district qualify for that, of course. They'll play the winner of District 10. We'll actually go through the rest of the state tournament here in a moment. Here's a motion over to first. No throw. Just checking on Shreve over there. Still 0-1. Here to the Iberia pitcher, Remensnyder. Next pitch, the 0-1, down the middle, and it's strike 2. Maybe looking for a 3-strikeout inning of his own is Bernie. Remensnyder pulled it off in the bottom of the second. And the 0-2. High and inside, Shreve takes off, throw it down to second, is not going to be there. It's actually in the center field. Shreve, though, didn't get a good round around second. He'll stay there, but he will still get his stolen base. Crocker was a little late to respond to the stolen base. That ball just kind of rolled right on out into center field. Crocker, a little lucky there. Matt Shreve didn't take third. Maybe would have been a close play. Anderson backing it up relatively well. Here's the 1-2, though. Swing, ground ball over to short. Braslin has it, throws over to first, and it's in time, so ultimately it's all for naught, as Crocker will end this third. So Remensnyder put out by the shortstop once again. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left over on base. We're into the bottom of the third here in Crocker. Still no score. The Lions and the Rangers. Frisco League Baseball. Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And a little bit of high heat delivered to Brock Ware as we get back to it. Bottom of the third, no score, Crocker and Iberia. Next pitch, here's a pop-up, just past, no, is that ball caught? Yes, it is. Wow. Great play, Hunter Piggott leaping up to take away what would have been a base hit from Brock Ware. Thought that was right in the happy zone for a bloop single, but Piggott said, no, sir. Great play, and that's out number 1. So again, no score here. We go to the top of the Crocker order. It's Jackson Burney once again to the plate. Bernie, his first time up, he reached base on an error, so he's 0 for 1 today. Again, Noah Remensnyder continuing on the mound here. Here's a swing, ground ball left side, but foul. And it's 0-1. So far today, Remensnyder, despite that error, has given up one base hit. One base hit. And that's it. 3 strikeouts, no walks just yet. Including a 3-strikeout inning in that second. Gave up both that base hit and the 3 strikeouts. Actually has 3 putouts as well. All of those in the first. 0-1 pitch here to Bernie. It's too low. And it's 1-1. Again, Bernie got as far as third base in his first time up. Let's move forward by a sacrifice. A bunt back to Remensnyder on the mound. But then 2 straight comebackers. 2 straight groundouts to Remensnyder. Ending that first inning. Next pitch also low, so it's 2-1 now here to Bernie. Remensnyder fires another one in here. Here's a ground ball over to third. Going to eat up Duncan a little bit. Has to hurry with the throw, but it's not going to get there in time. The second error, this time on Duncan. And Crocker's got another base runner here. So they try to break through and score the game's first run. So second error of the game here for the Rangers. And with a man on first, it's back to the catcher, Trip Caldwell. Caldwell again didn't lay down that sacrifice, so no at-bats today. 0 for 0. Second plate appearance, though. Already squaring up to bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was in the zone, 0-1. Duncan charging down the line there over at third. He'll still stand here, well inside the infield. Not just on the edge of the grass, but quite a bit down that line. Next pitch on the way. He's going to look to swing away. Sends a fly ball out toward left center. Moving over to it is Patterson. Has plenty of room. Makes the catch. Out number 2. So Crocker's first foray into the outfield. Well, actually second, I should say, with that ground ball that got through for the base hit in the second. First foray into the outfield on a fly ball. There you go. Results in out number 2. Now here's third baseman Landon Pierce. Doesn't sound nearly as good, but it is what it is. First pitch to Pierce. It's a fastball about thigh high for strike 1. Play-by-play is just a series of canned phrases if you think about it. 0-1 pitch from Remensnyder. Here's a swing. Another fly ball sent out toward left center. This one could be trouble, though, and that one's going to get down. Right in the middle of Piggott, Patterson, and Shreve out there, and that's going to be a base hit. Not the prettiest hit in the world, but Pierce finds Crocker's second base hit of the day, and that actually puts runners at the corners here. Bernie, with 2 outs, took off. He's actually able to get all the way around to third on the play. Almost thought they might try to send him home. Didn't do it, though. And they'll rely on the bat here. Eli Anderson. Try to get him on in. So Anderson back up here, 0-1. Grounded out to the pitcher. First pitch to him. Swing a foul tip. But into the glove of the catcher, 0-1. Again, Logan Seal behind the plate today. 0-1 pitch to Anderson now. Here's a swing. Line drive into center field. That's going to score the run. Crocker will strike first here in this contest. 1-0 Lions. It's an unearned run, but it's a run Crocker will certainly take. And it's an RBI here for Eli Anderson. Inning continues on here, first and second. And still 2 outs here for shortstop Colin Braslin. He'll try to keep this inning going. First pitch to Braslin now. We'll see how Remensnyder responds. He'll respond first and foremost with a strike up toward the upper inside corner here. Braslin struck out to begin the second. Next pitch on the way. Line drive right side. That also gets through. We'll see if they try to send the runner. They're going to try. Pierce rounds third. Here comes the throw home. It's going to be way too high. It collides against the fence. They're going to try for another run. Play at the plate. It's not going to be in time. It's 2 runs for Crocker. They lead 3-0. So the base hit, it'll be an RBI for Braslin as Pierce scores from second, but it'll be an error on right on the throw home as it got too high, got away from Seal, and allows Anderson to score. So a third error here for Iberia in this game has given the Lions a 3-0 lead. Again, Iberia only allowing 1.4 runs a game here this season, but have now allowed 3 here in 3. So we'll have a quick visit to the mound here. Coach Vincent heading back to the dugout. Braslin, by the way, he's going to be given a single, but does end up at second on the throw home. So still standing in scoring position here. It's designated hitter Hagen Libbert now up. First pitch from Libbert. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. 0-1. So 3 runs, 1 of them earned. 0-1. Swing and a miss once more. 0-2. Iberia's defense has put him in a bit of a hole here. But trying to at least limit the damage. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3s. 3 pitches, 3 misses. And that does, again, end the inning. But the Crocker Lions take an early lead here as we head on into the 4th. 3-0. Lions lead over Iberia. We're back in 90. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball. Z102.3.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club climate control system warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Well, they're not taking a lot of time in between innings today. Already 1-1 here to Tanner Patterson as we get back to it. 3-0 now our score. So we have a swing here and a miss. 1-2 here to Patterson. Crocker picking up 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 earned, helped along by a couple of Iberia errors. But of course, Crocker trying to become the first team to beat Iberia this season. They'll take all 3 of them. Here's a swing, fly ball left side. Ware moving to his right. Just shy of the foul line, makes the catch, out number 1. Trying to do what no team has done yet this season. Again, we mentioned in the pregame, no other team in any other class, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is undefeated. But Iberia facing a little bit of adversity as they look for win number 22 here today. There is one down. Jackson Burney pitching very well thus far for the Lions. First pitch to Logan Seal. Misses, 1-0. Seal almost had himself a solo shot back in the first. Swinging away here, going to foul one behind us for a 1-1 count. Just to the left of the foul pole out in left field. That at-bat continued on. He eventually struck out swinging. One of 3 strikeouts today here for Burney. Nope, 4 strikeouts. 1-1 now is outside. 2-1. Burney That's actually not true. I was going to say has ended every inning thus far with a strikeout. Third inning, actually, it was a 6-3 ground down. I almost lied to you there. Here's a swing, line drive, left side, but again foul. And it's 2-2. 10 minutes past the top of the 5 o'clock hour. Again, got started about 4:25 today. Pretty much everybody has been wanting to get this thing going. Short waits in between innings. Starting earlier in our initial start time and the like. Here's a line drive, left side. That's going to get down for a base hit. We're going to come up on it. He'll get it back into the infield, but Seal will have himself a one-out single.
Number 3, Hunter Pickett.
Moves the would-be tying run into the on-deck circle here. But they'll obviously have to bring the runner around. First up, Hunter Pickett. So Pickett getting his second crack here. He grounded out to the catcher. Swinging bunt. Wasn't able to beat the throw down the line. Bernie swapping to the stretch here. Seal takes his lead over on first. Now time called. Pickett will step out, but now steps back in. Next pitch on the way here. Goes high. 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. To the Iberia shortstop. Pickoff throw to first now. But Seal is back. Again, don't forget, Iberia Lakeway tomorrow. That's where we'll be. Make my first trip to Iberia this season. Seen Iberia a couple times, of course, but both games have been on the road. But we'll spend plenty of time in Iberia. That Class 2 District 9 tournament coming up this weekend. Next pitch to Piggett's inside, ball 2. Last saw Iberia in Licking. 6-2 win for the Rangers. 2 balls, no strikes here to Pickett. Isaac Duncan on deck. Next pitch from Bernie. High and inside once again, 3-0. Neither pitcher's given up a walk so far in this game. Neither Bernie nor Remon Snyder. But Bernie now faces, I believe, his first 3-0 count today. Comes set, delivers. Pickett taken all the way, and it's called strike 1. Duncan on deck, Blankenship in the hole. Hunter Drace if the inning goes any further than that. Again, there is 1 out, the fly out to left by Patterson to start the inning. 3-1 pitch. Swing, long fly ball left side. Where is not going to get to it. It's against the wall. Rounding second is Seal. We'll see if they try to send him or if they hold him at third. I think they're going to hold him. They do. But it is a 1-out double here for Hunter Pickett.
Up next, number 23, Isaac Duncan.
So Pickett to second. Seal the lead runner now to third. A would-be tying run now at the plate here. Again, 1 out. Here's Isaac Duncan. Duncan a flyout victim. He flew out to center field. If he can get one out to the outfield again, might be able to put a run on the board. Of course, obviously, looking for a hit first and foremost. But he does have the out to play with. Bernie's first pitch is on the way. Line drive over to short. Going to be played on a hop here. They're going to trade an out for a run. Outs made at first, but coming home is Seal. 3-1. Crocker's lead cut to 2. So 6-3, but the RBI here for Duncan. Meanwhile, Pickett does move on over to third. And now with 2 outs, it's Brady Blankenship. Left-handed hitter coming up for the second time today. The wind's starting to move through a little bit. And got a soft wind out toward left. Not the greatest breeze in the world today, but I will say I'm also sitting downwind, so I'm not feeling all of it. First pitch here. Ground ball right side. Could be a tricky play. Somebody's got to cover first. Bernie's over there, and they do make the play. 4-1 to end the inning. But Iberia officially on the board. An RBI ground out for Isaac Duncan. Able to bring around Logan Seal. They cut this Crocker lead to 2. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. And 1 runner left over on third. We're into the bottom of the 4th. Officially halfway through this one. 3-1 in favor of Crocker. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
It's nice to see what's in front of you when you're behind the wheel, and that's easier when you save up to 22% on select night vision LED bulbs starting at $69.99 each at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Napa's premium performance synthetic blend motor oil is $6.59 a gallon. Napa antifreeze coolant concentrate starts at $12.99 a gallon. For those small engines, Napa has 40-to-1, 50-to-1, and 4-cycle engineered fuel oil on sale. All the stuff to get it clean and keep it clean awaits you at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. One topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Life doesn't wait for office hours. Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, from allergies and colds to sore throats, sprains, and more. Save time and access reliable virtual health care from the comfort of your home. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Well, no intention of slowing down here. It's an 0-2 to Jesse Goldsmith as we get back to it. 3-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Crocker leads Iberia a 3-run third. The difference maker here in this one. Iberia got a run back in the fourth. Here's a swing and a miss. It's back-to-back strikeouts going back to the third now here for Noah Remensnyder. One out here. Riley Foster back to the plate. Strikes out Goldsmith for the second time here in this game. So Foster steps up, also a strikeout victim today. Remensnyder, by the way, 5 strikeouts now. 5 strikeouts, no walks. Has given up just 1 earned run. Again, story of the game so far has been Iberia's errors. 3 of them. A couple costly ones as well. First pitch in there, strike 1. First error back in the first, didn't lead to anything. But they played with a little bit of fire and got burned. Allowing the Lions to plate the 3. Here's a swing, pop fly, but foul. It's 0-2 now here to Foster. 7, 8, and 9. 7 was a strikeout. We're here at 8. Brock Ware on deck. And then after that, we go to the top. Next pitch, maybe looking for a chase outside. Missed it outside. 1-2. Next 2-strike pitch. Looking for it high. It's going to miss high. 2-2. From 0-2 to 2-2 now. Here to Foster. Now here's a swing and a miss. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts now for Remensnyder. And there's 2 down. Iberia looking for its first 1-2-3 inning here today. So far, so good. But now here's number 9 hitter, left fielder Brock Ware. Ware almost had himself a base hit his first time up. Honestly robbed a little bit by Pickett over at short. Able to leap up and make the grab over his shoulder for, at the time, out number 1. Obviously the rest of the inning went very much better for Crocker. That's how they started off. 0-1. Swing. Fly ball. I lost it somewhere, but it's not in the field of play. 0-2. That ball just kind of disappeared off to our left. So already 2 strikes here. People looking to strike out the side. Remensnyder offers. Swing and a miss. There you go. Strike 3. So 4 straight strikeouts now. Here for Noah Remensnyder. Keeps Crocker right where they're at. That 2-run lead. But the Lions still lead. It is 3-1. We're back in 90. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh. Now we have 2 locations to serve you even better. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick and GMC in West Plains, and the all-new Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in Waynesville. So for the best price and genuine customer service from right here in the Ozarks, visit us at Taylor Grubaugh in West Plains or Waynesville.
Together, let's drive.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Group of Chevrolet in Waynesville.
They're ready for the spring turkey season at Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert. And if you're not, stop by. Post Pawn has just what you need in the way of guns and ammo to bag that gobbler. And Post Pawn also has a nice supply of crossbows. You'll find hunting supplies like knives and arrows and new and used military clothing, rain and cold weather gear as well. Post Pawn still does transfer fees on guns shipped to Post Pawn or if you sell your firearm to another. They are your Pulsar and Rick's Thermal Scope headquarters and always offer 90-day layaway. For well over 50 years, Post Pawn has been the place to go for hunting supplies for all seasons, and they special order too. Post Pawn, more than just a first-rate pawn store, in the Gateway Shopping Center just outside the main gate of Fort Wood.
At Edmore's Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Edmore's Ford in St. Robert or visit edmoresfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morse today.
It's a 0-1 count to Connor Drace as we get back to it here. Top of the fifth here for you. This game has been flying. I know I say that every half inning, but it truly, truly has. We're not even an hour in. Already in the fifth inning, but an 0-2 count. Here to Connor Drace. 7, 8, and 9 up for the Rangers. 3-1 our score. Crocker leads Iberia in this one. 0-2 pitch on the way. Didn't chase outside. 1-2. Drace 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Jackson Burney still on the mound. 4 strikeouts, no walks, and just, of course, the 1 earned run. Next 2-strike pitch. In the dirt, 1 hopper. I haven't seen too many pitches get away today, but now it's 2-2. That could be a big reason why we've gone so fast today. Both Burney and Remensnyder have been dealing out there. Just a couple hiccups. 2-2. Swing, ground ball, right side. That gets past the diving Crawford into right field. It's a base hit. Drace rounds first. He'll stay right there. And your tying runs back to the plate now. Here's Chris Shreve. 4th hit of the day here for Iberia. And we'll see what Shreve can do. Shreve 1 for 1. Actually had himself a single. Stole second, but was left stranded over there. That was back in the 3rd inning. Getting the second crack here in the 5th. Burney's first pitch on the way here to Shreve. Breaking ball. Took something off of that one. Shreve no swing, just takes a called strike 1. Get a break here. Remind you of our upcoming schedule. That's the one thing I'm thankful for. Haven't had a lot of fill time today. Here's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tomorrow, Iberia Lakeway. Saturday, Class 2 District 9 action. 2 games for you. Keep saying that. Should tell you who's playing. We know who's playing. After this 0-2 pitch, on the way to Shreve. Swing, ground ball over to third. Could be 2. No, it gets by into left field. Trying to dive after it there was Pierce. Couldn't get to it. Actually going out as a base hit. Maybe a tougher play than I anticipated. We'll give it to him. Back-to-back base hits to start out. And you got your tying run aboard here. Go-ahead run now at the plate. Ashton Duncan. Moving to his left there. Thought it's going to be a lot closer than maybe it ended up being. But a little bit of trouble here for Crocker. 2 on, nobody out. But again, on that Saturday, we'll start it off with Hartville and Plato. That is your 4-5. Hartville's the 4, Plato's the 5. That'll be at 5 o'clock. That should be a good game. Both those teams, I think, have quite a bit of talent. It is a tough district, I will say that. And then the 3-6, Vienna and Lakeway. Winner of the Hartville-Plato game will get Iberia. Winner of Vienna Lakeway will get Crocker on that Monday. Pickoff throw over to second. Actually, no throw. Just checking on Drace over at second. And, of course, your championship game, Tuesday at insert time here. I believe 5:30. Again, all of that is in Iberia. If you're in the area and want to catch some baseball. Next pitch on the way. Good bunt laid down by Duncan. Actually, they're going to try to go to third. No, didn't have the throw. Instead, they try to go to first, but the throw's going to pull him off the bag. The bunt was perhaps quick enough to the mound that Bernie was going to try to throw over to third. However, Pierce was not on the bag, then tried to turn around to first, misfired the throw. Foster's unable to keep a glove on it, and everybody's safe. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here in the top of the fifth for the top of the order, it's Noah Remensnyder. That'll go down as Crocker's first error, but before we get to Remensnyder, it is going to be a visit here from Coach Shelton. So an error here on Bernie. Bernie originally had a good choice, or made the right choice, I should say. But Pierce, not quick enough to go cover third. Had to turn on a dime. Maybe made the throw a little bit harder than it normally would be. Yes, an unfortunate sequence of events there that have given Iberia easily its best chance here of the day. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the top of the order, some dangerous hitters coming to the plate. So returning to what we were talking about there, of course, the district tournament ends on Tuesday, 5:30, by the way. I was right about the time there. Winner of that moves on to the state tournament. Of course, as I've been told, or as I believe, whoever wins that, I believe it's an even year, so whoever wins the District 9 tournament, they'll be on the road to the District 10 champion. That's May 20th. Then you have the quarterfinals on May 22nd, the semifinals on May 27th. I believe that's at the final site. And then, of course, you'll have the final state championship on May 28th. Hopefully, we'll have one of our teams in that state championship game. Of course, worked out for us last year. Called back-to-back. Here's a fly ball left field. Coming up on its wear. They're going to try to send the runner. They are. Tagging up here is Drace. Throw on in. Going to be a close play. Sliding in, though, is Drace. He's safe. 3-2. Crocker's lead cut to 1. Sacrifice fly for Noah Remensnyder. Tying run, still in scoring position. But it is first and second, one out now. For, again, Tanner Patterson. Nobody else able to move forward. In fact, was a bit of a dangerous call there. Wasn't the deepest fly ball in the world. Coach Vincent again over at third. Makes the call, sends the runner. Drace able to slide on in ahead of the tag. Time called now. Patterson will step out for this first pitch. Next one on the way. Patterson bunt down the third baseline. Bernie has it. Throw will go to first. In time this time. Out number 2. So that'll go down as a sacrifice for Patterson. 1-3. Shreve to third. Duncan to second. They're going to put the responsibility here for catcher Logan Seal. Seal, who is 1 for 2. And a single his last time up. Big moment here in this ball game. 3-2 in favor of Crocker, but 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch, long fly ball to left. If it's fair, it is gone. It is gone. Iberia takes the lead, a 3-run home run for Logan Seal. First pitch of the at-bat, almost had one in the first. This time he did not miss it by much. So Seal sends one deep, and Iberia now leads by 2. It's 5-3. I said it was a big moment in this game. And Seal, boy, did he deliver. Wow. That one over the building in left field. He got all of it. Almost, maybe, sent that into the softball field over there. Tagged it. Whew. He's got some power. Not the first time I've send one that deep. I'm blessed to see him do it again. So 5-3 now. And maybe a chance for more. Obviously, base is now empty. Still 2 outs. But here's Hunter Piggott. Piggott looking at a 2-0 count here. Bernie at least tries. to keep it a 2-run game. 4 runs in the inning here for the Rangers. Next pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, foul to the right. 2-1. That one must have caught something flush. Big ooh from the Iberia side. 2-1. Pickett today 1 for 2. Doubled his last time up. Set up what would eventually be the RBI ground out. At the time, that ground out would make it 3-1. Obviously, things have changed since then. The 4 runs here for Iberia. Still plenty of time for the Lions, of course. They can score 3 runs in an inning. They can certainly do it again. But now it's Crocker who faces adversity here. 3-1 to Pickett. 2 outs. Again, we're in the top of the 5th. Halfway through the 5 o'clock hour. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and we go full at 3-2. Payoff pitch. Next up from Bernie. Ground ball left side. That gets through into left field. That's a base hit. 4th hit of the inning here for Iberia. It'll be held to a single. But Pickett's got his second base hit of the day. Bringing us to third baseman Isaac Duncan. Iberia bat boy. By the way, doing an excellent job today. Haven't seen him miss one today. So Duncan now at the plate. Duncan his 3rd time up. It's 0 for 2, but with an RBI. First pitch on the way. Taking off for second is Pickett. Throw down to second is not in time. Got around the tag over there at second. Pickett's got himself a stolen base. Pitch, by the way, was called a ball, 1-0. 8th batter of the inning here for Iberia. 0-1, by the way. Actually called a strike, so 0-1 here to Duncan. Next pitch, inside. Now we'll get that ball 1. Even count. On deck, Brady Blankenship. He'd be the 9th hitter of the inning. Crocker trying to keep it a 2-run game. 1-1. High and inside, ball 2. So Bernie will fall behind in the count here. 2-1. Runner over on second. Next pitch. One hopper. That gets to the backstop. Wild pitch. Pickett goes on over to third. First wild pitch of the day here for Bernie. But it is 3-1. Duncan goes through the motions. Bernie out of the stretch. Runner on third. 2 outs. Pitch on its way. In there, strike 2. Fastball in at the knees that time. Full count once more. Payoff pitch. High, ball 4. First walk of the day given up here by Bernie. First walk given up by either pitcher, and Iberia has officially batted around here in the 5th. Easily longest inning of the day today. But the 9th hitter of the inning will be Brady Blankenship. Before we get to it, though, we're going to have another visit to the mound here. Second visit, I believe, here in this inning. Might this be the end of the line here for Bernie? We will see. But it is first and third. Whoever stands on the mound now for the Lions. No changes looking like it just yet. So I believe they will be sticking with Bernie here. We'll see, though. But they'll face Blankenship, who will come to the plate 0-2 on the day. His game, of course, it turned rather quickly. We went through the first 2.5 innings, no runs today. Then the bottom of the 3rd, Crocker taking advantage of a couple Iberia errors, able to plate 3 runs. Made it 3-0 in favor of Crocker. Iberia will get one back in the top of the fourth on an RBI ground out after keeping Crocker scoreless in the bottom of the fourth. In fact, 3 straight strikeouts for Remen Snyder in that bottom of the fourth. A 4-run inning thus far, with a chance for more. Again, runners at the corners here. Of course, the big play in this inning, a 3 RBI home run for one Logan Seal, a no-doubter. Everyone in this ballpark knew that one was over the fence. The only question was if the wind would push it foul, but that didn't end up really being much of a concern. So we get back to it again. Bernie will stay out there. He'll try to get out of the inning here with Blankenship at the plate. Runners at the corners here. Still 2 outs. Blankenship ended the fourth with the ground out, 4-1. Essentially it was just ground ball over to second, then ended up going over to first, of course. He also has a strikeout today, facing a 1-0 count here in his third trip to the plate. Pickoff throw over to first. They might have got him. They did. A fake move to third. Caught Duncan leaning over on first, and that does keep the Iberia lead here at 2. So essentially in the end, Iberia does not bat around, but I'm sure that's small fry when you consider it's 4 runs here for the Rangers. Again, the 3-run home run for Logan Seal. 4 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We're on in now to the bottom of the 5th. We're back in 90. 5-3 our score in favor of Iberia. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
The Waynesville-St. Robert Regional Airport offers direct jet service twice a day to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Nashville airports. Extremely affordable rates plus long-term parking. Yes, free parking. Connected direct flights and hundreds of destinations in a comfortable cabin that offers first-class legroom in every row. Affordable tickets, free parking, and first-class legroom. What are you waiting for? Book your flight today. FlyFLW.com. That's FlyFLW.com. Waynesville-St. Robert Regional Airport.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
1-0 count here to Jackson Burney as we get into the bottom of the 5th here. 5-3 our score. Iberia taking the lead. Hard hit ground ball though in the left field. Burney's got himself a base hit to start the inning. Breaks a streak of 4 strikeouts. Actually, he's rounding hard. He'll actually retreat back to first.
Up next, number 9.
But again, it does break the streak of 4 straight strikeouts for Iberia starter Noah Remensnyder. 7 strikeouts total for him today. 1 earned run. But does give up his 5th hit of the day there. So, tying run to the plate here for Crocker as they try to battle back. Now trailing by 2 in this one. At the plate, now Trip Caldwell. Caldwell 1. Nope. How about 0 for 1? Takes a first pitch strike here. Fastball a little bit high. High in terms of the strike zone. Think no qualms there about the call itself, but upper half of the zone, as I'd normally say. Pickoff throw to first now, but Burney's back. We'll wait the first pitch, or the 0-1 pitch here to Caldwell. So Caldwell laid down a sacrifice back in the first, but then flew out to center field back in the third. Takes the next pitch here at the knees, and it's 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes. Landon Pierce on deck. Remensnyder from the stretch. Delivers. Fastball high here, 1-2. Ball game an hour and 10 minutes old now. One ball, 2 strikes. Another pickoff throw. Great spot, but Burney, good jump. Beats it back to the bag here. Still 1-2. And Caldwell looking for something here, looking to move the train along. Pitch outside, 2-2. That's the good news for Crocker. Obviously didn't feel good giving up that 3-run home run in the top of the inning. But with the lead they built up, still only trailing by 2. Here's a swing and a miss, though. Caldwell retired. 8th strikeout for Remen Snyder. And out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Essentially 8 outs to work with. So we're in the latter stages of this one now. Now trying to move Bernie. It's again third baseman Landon Pierce. Pierce 1 for 2, by the way. Takes the first pitch, outer half, strike 1. Breaking ball thrown there by Remen Snyder. Getting for the 0-1 count. Pierce again owns 1 of 5 Crocker hits today. Now takes another breaking ball in for strike 2. Both teams, I believe. Nope, Iberia now with 7 hits, by the way. Iberia out-hitting Crocker in this one. 0-2 pitch. Chased one high, actually caught a piece of it, but holding on to it is Seal. He'll throw on down to second. That's not how that works. Trying to think here, but ball was foul tipped. Actually, Vincent going to come out of the dugout here. It was a ball tipped by the batter Pierce into the hand of Seal. They're arguing that it was a pop fly and not just the foul tip into the glove, which would mean that actually the runner Bernie would have to retreat to first. However, Crocker is arguing to our left here that the ball has to go above the head. Now, honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I have no idea. Not really something you see a lot. As Seal actually juggled that ball a little bit before eventually keeping a hold of it. But still a great play by Seal to make a catch on it. To record out number 2. That's kind of lost in all the shuffle. Seal doing a great job there to even make the catch. But the runner does move on over to second. Bernie will get that bag over there. So he stands in scoring position. 0-1 count here to Eli Anderson. You learn something new almost every game. That's what I learned today. Move over to second. Actually had Patterson charging in from center field. But Bernie jumps on back over. Got me a little flustered there. Things got a little tense there. 5-3 our score. Iberia leads by 2. Quick meeting here between Seal and Remen Snyder. As the cleanup hitter Anderson tries to get Crocker back in this game. Good batter to have in this situation. Anderson is 1 for 2. Has an RBI. RBI single back in the third. Here's a swing. Fly ball to the right. That's off towards the Jeep. That probably hit it. I think that might be where I was at, but it's 0-2. That's not my car. That's my dad's car. Thought I was safe parking a little further away today. Now here's a ground ball back to the mound. That's more important. Remen Snyder flips it on over to first, and that does end Crocker's bottom of the 5th. So a couple more strikeouts for Remen Snyder and a ground out to Remen Snyder. Will actually end Crocker's bottom of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 1 runner left on base. We go on into the top of the 6th. 2 innings left to play here in this one. Iberia leads Crocker 5-3. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back here once again. Top of the 6th here in Crocker. 5-3 our score in favor of Iberia. Iberia using a 4-run 5th to take the lead here, but the Rangers obviously going to look for a little bit more. By the way, to provide us with some closure on the situation in the bottom half of the 5th, I went ahead and went to my old friend Google from iScoreForum.com, April 21st, 2011. The catcher catches a foul on a 3rd strike. The ball is live. Runners can steal. Runners are not required to return to base like on a foul ball. So, let us all put the matter to rest and play out these final 2 innings here. Jackson Burney still on the mound for the Lions as he gets Brady Blankenship to go around. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 6, 7, and 8 here for the Rangers. Blankenship, Drace, and Shreve. Next pitch too low here in the dirt. 1-1. Blankenship today, he actually was at the plate at the end of the 5th inning. Pickoff throw over to first. Mike Burney actually caught him out there. Swing and a miss here. 1-2. Blankenship in a hole here, 1-2. Next pitch from Burney. Runs inside. Blankenship hopping out of the way of that one, 2-2. No walks given up by Burney today. But looking for his 5th strikeout. His first strikeout since the 3rd. 2-strike pitch. Just a bit too high here, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes here to Blankenship. Left-handed batter. Payoff pitch. It's a swing and a foul ball. Over the Iberia side here. We'll stay again, 3-2. Again, big thank you to our sponsors for this one. Went down the list earlier. Of course, you've been hearing from them throughout today's game. Next payoff pitch. Pop up. Left side of the infield. Braslin moves up and makes the catch. It's out number 1.
Up next, number 26, Connor Drace.
1 out here in the top of the 6th. Next up, Connor Drace. Drace got that 5th inning started. He was actually brought home on a sacrifice fly. It's not one of the 3 to come home on the home run. Takes the first pitch low and away, ball 1. Singled to start the inning, though. Moved forward to 2nd. Then got over to 3rd on. One ball, 1 strike. Next one. High and outside. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now another pitch. This is a pop fly. Could have room. Well, nope, it's going to be over the Iberia dugout. Foster giving a brief chase after it, but it's 2-2. Again, don't forget, Iberia in Lakeway tomorrow. Rangers and Hornets. 4:30 start from Iberia. Then we start the Class 2 District 9 tournament on Saturday, May 11th. Semifinals on Monday, championship on Tuesday. Next 2-strike pitch, another foul ball. We'll do it again. And we take a break, for a little bit anyway, for that sectional round on the 20th. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Here we go full again here, 3-2. Time call to gather up some baseballs here. We've been sending a lot into the parking lot. Got to run some of them down. There we go. And again, 3-2 here. Nobody on. Burning pitching from the windup. Pitch is a fly ball out toward right. Chasing after it, Goldsmith, but it's over his head and against the wall. Extra bases here for Drace. He's going to head on into 2nd here. He's going to round the base hard. He's looking for 3. Throw comes on in. He'll slide on in. He will be there in time. It's a 1-out triple. Drace, a very aggressive base runner. being sent home on the sacrifice fly in the 5th, now trying to stretch what I would have called a double into a triple there. Hustling around that bag. He now stands on 3rd with 1 out. An opportunity for maybe Chris Shreve to try to bring him home. So runner on 3rd here as Crocker's going to bring the infielders in. Get a ground ball quick enough, could try to throw home. If Drace commits. Obviously, if he hangs out over at 3rd, you go to 1st. Either way, strike 1 called here. Breaking ball finds its target. Bernie's next pitch, low and away this time, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. 5-3 again our score. Pitch inside now. 2-1. We're in the top of the 6th. Iberia yet to score in this inning, but certainly threatening. Next pitch, swing and a miss, kind of tied him up a bit. 2-2. Ashton Duncan on deck. And then, of course, we're back to the top of the Iberia order. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Bernie. Low that time, 3-2. Bernie throwing a lot of pitches here these last 2 innings. Of course, an upperclassman has a higher pitch count. Here's a swing. High ball, no ground ball, left side, but foul. Still 3-2. Pitch up in the zone there. Was looking for the fly ball. Actually still got on top of it. So it's still 3-2. And the next payoff pitch. Breaking ball, ground ball over to the left. Making a play on its Pierce. He'll have to go to 1st, but the throw's wide. Shreve is safe. The run will score. And it's 6-3 Iberia. So Drace scores. Shreve will respace on the error. It's an error here on 3rd. Do we give him the RBI, though? I think yes. Don't know how that would be scored normally, but I'm feeling generous. We'll give him the RBI. So 6-3 now. Rangers take a 3-run lead here. We'll have time called. Time called to wipe off home plate real quick. As Ashton Duncan steps in for the 3rd time in this game. Duncan 0 for 2. Strikeout back in the 3rd. Reached on an error. Later scored in the 5th. First pitch is a pop fly right side. Stays fair. That one actually landed on the line here. He's going to try to head on into 2nd. Throw goes to 3rd. He's going to be in there. And it is a rather anticlimactic double here for Ashton Duncan. I think everybody kind of thought that was going to go foul. Ended up falling in fair territory. And he ends up hustling on over to 2nd. 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out. So 2 on here, top of the order back up. Noah Remensnyder. Even fooled me a little bit. I thought that was curling. The wind is blowing out toward left, but not that hard. Trick of the eye, I guess. Remensnyder going to foul off the first pitch here, 0-1. So it's Remensnyder's 4th trip here. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI. An RBI is last time up, the sacrifice fly. Also has a line out to short and a ground out to short. Crocker still playing in. Next pitch, popped it up behind us, 0-2. Tanner Patterson on deck. Then Logan Seal in the hole. And 6-3 now, top of the 6th. Slowed it down a little bit with these longer half innings. Next pitch. Looped one up here. Dangerous territory. It gets down. That's going to score at least 1 run. They send Duncan around 3rd. Here comes the ball, but it's not going to be in time. It's a 2 RBI single here for Noah Remensnyder and an 8-3 Iberia lead. 8 unanswered runs for the Rangers in this one. Snyder, a bit of a half swing there. Actually ended up putting it out in right center. Nobody around there to get to it. As he hustles around, gets himself a single and 2 more RBIs. Now 3 total RBIs. We'll have a visit to the mound here. Might be the end of Bernie. We will see. Things have turned in a hurry here in this game. Again, the 3 runs in the top of the third, or should I say the bottom of the third for Crocker. Had a 3-0 lead. Iberia did get 1 back in the 4th, but then 4 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. Bernie will come out of the ball game here, or at least come off the mound. We'll have ourselves a new pitcher. I'll tell you who that is when we come back. For now, though, we'll take ourselves a break. We're back in a few. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Landon Pierce, your new pitcher for the Crocker Lions as we get back to it here. Iberia now a 5-run lead. 8 unanswered runs for the Rangers in this one, and still a chance for more with 1 out. And a runner over on first. So Pierce on the mound, Bernie over to short. Colin Braslin now over at third. Can't close the book on Bernie's pitching performance today. Again, he's responsible for that runner over on first. But we'll get our answer soon enough. Iberia will send Tanner Patterson to the plate here. Patterson up to the plate for the 4th time, 0 for 2. First pitch on the way. Pitch down low, ball 1. Patterson grounded out to the catcher his first time up. Flew out to left in the 4th. Laid down a sacrifice in the 5th. And of course stands at the plate now here in the 6th. 3 runs across in this inning, 2-0 count. On deck, Logan Seal. Hunter Piggott waiting on if we go any farther. Pickoff throw to first. But back safely is Snyder. Continue to wait the 2-0 now. Two balls, no strike. Next pitch. Snyder takes off, pitch low. Ball comes out of the hand of Caldwell. Snyder will take second. Meanwhile, count at the plate, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. See if Patterson just takes the next one here. Well and ahead in the count. Pitch by Pierce. Is down the middle, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. After this, again, like I said, Logan Seal. Pierce from the stretch, 3-1. Swing, ground ball, right side. Crawford has it. to first in time, out number 2. Runner moves over to third.
Up next, number 10, Logan Seal.
But Crawford able to make the play to retire Patterson, 4-3. So there's 2 down, runner on third now. And here comes Logan Seal. Seal, at least at the plate, I'd say today's MVP. Kind of hard not to be when you have probably the game's most impactful at-bat today, the 3-run home run in the 5th. Time going to be called here. Seal steps out. Of course, the moon shot, the rocket shot, Lord Humongous, whatever you want to call it. Over the building over there, over the restrooms, out in left field. First pitch to him. This time from Pierce. Misses. Put a strike up on the board. I don't know if that was called ball or strike. We'll see. Get an indication later here. Thought it was called a ball. Yep, it was. 1-0. Other than that home run today, Seal has a single and a strikeout. 1-0. Too high, 2-0. Again, that moves Piggott into the on-deck circle here, but still 2 outs. Pierce switching back to the wind-up. 2-0 now. Swing. Fly ground ball left side, but it's through. That'll score the run. Redmond Snyder will jog on in from third, 9-3 Iberia.
Up next, number 3, Hunter Piggott.
So Iberia has really found their offensive stride in these last 3 innings. As Seal will pick up his 4th RBI of the day. Stands now on first here. Hunter Piggott will get a crack at it. Looks like we'll actually have ourselves a pinch runner, by the way. On the run for Seal, be Derek Shadow. So Shadow on to run for Seal after his 3rd hit of the day. And we'll see what Piggott can do. Piggott also 2 for 3. Ground out to the catcher back in inning number 2, but then a double and a single. He's not scored a run, though. He's made it to third a couple times, though. First pitch taken, it's strike 1. Reached third. What was on base for the ground out to end the inning. Then, of course, was over on third on the pickoff. Next pitch, low. Runner takes off for second. Shadow slides. He will be safe. Got around the tag. So Shadow on second. And a 1-1 count here. Hunter Piggott. Next pitch from Pierce. Got him to chase outside. Good looking slider there. 1-2. 4 runs in both the 5th and the 6th now for Iberia. Again, 9-3 if you're just now joining us. Rangers lead the Crocker Lions. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will end the inning. But the Rangers pick up 4 more runs. A few RBIs here and there. They pick up 4 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error, and there was 1 runner left on second. Into the bottom of the 6th we go. Crocker, they have 6 outs to work with. They need to find 6 runs. 9-3 our score. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Appliances. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We've got them here in stock, ready to go with free delivery and setup. If you're needing appliances, come by Paul's Furniture. We've got the big name brands like Frigidaire, Maytag, Amana. They're all in stock and ready to go. Even the big box stores will make you wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get your appliances. We're known for great deals in furniture. We've got great deals in appliances as well.
Make sure you're comfortable year-round. At Rivard Heating and Cooling, we offer a Comfort Club climate control system warranty plan to keep your system up and running at its best. Receive a heating and cooling tune-up and cleaning twice per year for one low cost. Sign up now and make sure your AC is working at its best before those hot and humid Missouri days arrive. We are not comfortable until you are. Rivard Heating and Cooling, an independent American Standard heating and cooling air conditioning dealer. 417-531-3551 or go online rivardheatingandcooling.com.
Well, one out as we get on into the bottom of the sixth here. Colin Braslin grounds out to short. Start this one out. 9-3 on our score. Iberia currently leading Crocker. Matchup between the 1 and the 2 seeds in the upcoming Class 2 District 9 tournament. So far, the 1 seed's proven to be deserving of that slot. First pitch to Hagen Libert. Taken for strike 1. It's Connor Harvitt, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here for this one. On a warm but acceptable Tuesday evening. Not the worst weather in the world. It's a little fearful. But we got a lot of shade here in Crocker now. By the way, 0-2 count here to Libert at the plate. Noah Remensnyder still on the mound. Delivers the next pitch. Down the middle, strike 3 called. Remensnyder continues to pitch very well today. Another strikeout added to his collection here. That's strikeout number 9. And with 2 outs, now faces here Jesse Goldsmith. First pitch to Goldsmith here. It's a hard hit ground ball. First base side, but foul. Bounces off the Iberia dugout. 0-1. Oh, and 1 now on its way. Breaking ball, another ground ball foul right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Goldsmith. Strike 3 called at the knees. Strikeout number 10 for Remensnyder. And Crocker will go down 1-2-3 here in the 6th. So Crocker 3 outs to work with, but how many runs will they need to score when we reach the bottom of the 7th? We'll find out here in just a moment. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Again, 9-3 in favor of Iberia. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
The month of May still produces rain, so good working wiper blades are a must. You'll find the Napa brand, plus Trico wipers and much more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. May also means a bit warmer weather, so make sure your air conditioner is charged up and cranking out the cool air. Pick up some charging kits at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Oil changes are year-round, and Napa has all the top brands of oil, both conventional and synthetic, in quart and 5-gallon sizes. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Life doesn't wait for office hours. Are you sick but can't make it to your provider's office or walk-in clinic? Not feeling well while traveling? Access on-demand care 24/7 with the Phelps Health Key Care video visit. Video visits are a great option to treat a wide range of minor medical issues, from allergies and colds to sore throats, sprains, and more. Save time and access reliable virtual health care from the comfort of your home. Visit phelpshealth.org to get care now.
Into the final frame here. Top of the 7th. Maybe not the final frame. Of course, got the bottom half of the inning coming up here, but final chance perhaps for Iberia to add some runs. Or they try to make their stand in the bottom half, trying to look for win number 22 today. 21-0 currently, and looking good for 22-0, unless we have a Crocker comeback in the bottom half. So, 5, 6, and 7 coming up here for the Rangers. First one up, Isaac Duncan. He takes a pitch high here from Landon Pierce. Ball 1. Again, 3-0 to Crocker at the end of the third. But since then, 9 unanswered Iberia runs. 1-0 now. Low and inside, ball 2. Iberia today, 11 hits. Crocker, they've got 5. 2-0. Low and away, ball 3 now. Duncan, Blankenship, and Drace, by the way. Chris Shreve, Ashton Duncan waiting on. 3 balls, no strikes. Pierce delivers the next one. Breaking ball, swung on, missed, had the green light. Couldn't find it though, 3-1. Sure to stick around for postgame. We'll quickly wrap this one up. 3-1 now. Line drive, left field, base hit. Ware will play it off the hop. Duncan heads on into first. Got himself a single.
Up next, number 25, Brady Blankenship.
So Duncan aboard, and here's Brady Blankenship once more. He's looking for one. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, ground out, pop out. First pitch to him here this time is inside. Ball 1. Most likely several other games going on in the area. Let's do a deep dive into the Misha scoreboard. See if we can't find anything going on in the Frisco today. Pitch outside here, 2-0. I'm sure there is. Just a matter of finding it amongst all the other baseball games happening today. Start the long scroll here. In fact, the easiest way to do this, Class 2. Next pitch also misses the zone here, ball 3. Let's see. Great game being played in southeastern Missouri today. Portageville and Chaffee. Here's a swing, ground ball on the 3-0, but it's foul, right-hand side, 3-1. Portageville, Class 3 last year. You might remember, Final Four team in Class 3. Didn't end up seeing licking in their state championship run. Of course, championship for the Wildcats. They ended up finishing 4th, I believe. But they're 26-7. They're playing a 21-3 Chaffee squad today. 3-1 pitch is too low, ball 4. And here in the 7th, we finally have our game's first walk.
Up next, number 26, Connor Drace.
So Duncan over to second, Blankenship on to first. And that brings us on to Connor Drace. Again, first and second, nobody out. Of course, Iberia Crocker, we knew that one was happening today. Ask me how I know. Vienna and Dixon playing today. That should be a pretty good one. Of course, Vienna, we'll see them in a moment. Part of that district tournament. Vienna 13-12, Dixon 10-8. Of course, Dixon district rivals, that's hard to say, with Licking here this year. First pitch on the way here to Drace. He's swinging away. Ground ball over to short. Could be 2. Over to second for 1. Slipping, though, is Crawford. Won't be able to make the play at first, but does get the runner over at second. Be a fielder's choice. Duncan moves over to third. It'll be runners at the corners here for Chris Shreve. For Sales at Eugene today. Eugene pretty strong in Class 2, 19-8. Doop-a-doo-to-doo. Eventually I'll come upon a team, maybe. Reaching the bottom, kind of have to. But here is Shreve for the 4th time today. Shreve is 2 for 3. Picked up an RBI, though, on, well, not one of those hits. But his non-hit. Reached base on an error. We gave him the RBI. But has reached base 3 times today and scored twice. First pitch is outside. ball one. Hartville, Class 2, District 9. They're playing Sparta today. Pitch on the way, runner takes off, pop fly, foul. Over the fence, and out of play it goes. Drace will retreat back to first here, still first and third, 1-1. Lakeway playing Stoutland today. There we go. Finally found a Frisco game. That one being played in Stoutland. Crocker does play Stoutland tomorrow. Of course, Iberia will play Lakeway. Both these teams a home game tomorrow. And that is it. Here's a fake throw over to first. Race actually left hanging a bit. He's out. He might have got back to the bag in time, but out is the call. I think he got in there. Drace was definitely left hanging, but Pierce was a little slow on the throw. I think that gave Drace enough time, but they're going to call him out initially. They're going to get together and talk about it, though. It was that same fake to third, throw to first move that got to runner earlier, that being Duncan. Almost got Drace hung out here, but we'll see what the initial call is. Say almost. They're actually going to say out. So, the call will stand. And that'll be 2 outs. So 2 outs now, but still that runner over on third. 1-1 count here to Chris Shreve. Shreve looking for his third hit today. Pierce back to the windup. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball stays inside, 2-1. Heading the count now, Shreve. 2-1 pitch from Pierce. Hard hit ground ball left side, through for a base hit and a run. Shreve has his third hit today, second RBI, 10-3 Iberia.
Up next, number 4, Ashton Duncan.
So Shreve now stands over on first. Only base runner aboard here as Duncan comes home from third. Now with a 10-3 score, here is Ashton Duncan. Duncan, 1 for 3. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Struck out looking back in the third. Reached on an error, later scored in the fifth. He was one of the 3 to come around on the 3-run home run. Then doubled and scored in the sixth. Now there's a line drive left side, but foul, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. And again, 10-3. Number 9 hitter at the plate. Top of the order coming up after this, if the inning continues on. Again, we're in the top of the 7th. Pierce going to step off. Time called. He'll quickly step back up, though. 20 minutes past the top of the 6 o'clock hour now. Game just over 2 hours old. Next pitch. Shreve takes off. Ball got away from Caldwell. We'll have to hustle back there to get to it. But Shreve going to stay over on second. Be a wild pitch. 2-1 the count now. Now time going to be called. Out comes Coach Shelton. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Again, runner on second here. Actually looks like we're going to have another pitching change. So, new pitcher coming into the ball game. Caldwell's actually taking off his catching gear. Looks like it might be him. We'll come back in a moment. I'll tell you who it is. But as it stands, 10-3 in favor of Iberia here in the top of the 7th. We're back in 90. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh. Now we have 2 locations to serve you even better. Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick and GMC in West Plains, and the all-new Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in Waynesville. So for the best price and genuine customer service from right here in the Ozarks, visit us at Taylor Grubaugh in West Plains or Waynesville.
Together, let's drive.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in Waynesville.
They're ready for the spring turkey season at Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert. And if you're not, stop by. Post Pawn has just what you need in the way of guns and ammo to bag that gobbler. And Post Pawn also has a nice supply of crossbows. You'll find hunting supplies like knives and arrows and new and used military clothing, rain and cold weather gear as well. Post Pawn still does transfer fees on guns shipped to Post Pawn or if you sell your firearm to another. They are your Pulsar and Rick's Thermal Scope headquarters and always offer 90-day layaway. For well over 50 years, Post Pawn has been the place to go for hunting supplies for all seasons, and they special order too. Post Pawn, more than just a first-rate pawn store, in the Gateway Shopping Center just outside the main gate of Fort Wood.
At Edmore's Ford in St. Robert, we've got your back when it comes to saving money on vehicles. That's because we have outstanding deals and a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Cars, trucks, SUVs, they're all priced to move today. Get big cash rebates and low financing that will save you thousands. Plus, you'll get the best customer service possible. To save big, make it by Edmore's Ford in St. Robert or visit edmoresfordstrobert.com and get backed by Morris today.
So Trip Caldwell will be the new pitcher, taking over for the outgoing Landon Pierce. As Colin Braslin will step behind the plate, Pierce will return back on over to third. 10-3 is our score. The Iberia Rangers, 10 unanswered runs today. At one point, we're trailing this one 3-0, but the bats came alive. Of course, a home run, usually a good trigger. Took the lead from there and then haven't looked back. So it looks like they're well set for victory number 22. But of course, we've got plenty of time left in this one. And by plenty of time, I mean we have a bottom of the 7th. And we'll see if they can get it done. Actually, we're going to call in somebody from center field. So we'll see. Caldwell actually heading on over to third now. So it might not be Caldwell in the end. Had a few warm-up tosses here. What we know is that it is going to be Braslin behind the plate. Might actually have just called in another audible. So we will see, but again, with the time we have here, can I remind you, tomorrow, Iberia Lakeway from Iberia. Same time, same place, or not same place, but rather back in Iberia. 4:15 pregame. 4:30 first pitch on that one. And again, plenty of baseball to be played this weekend. Of course, we'll hope that the rain stays away. Again, that Iberia Lakeway game, actually a remake of a game that was postponed earlier. And, well, might be facing the same situation here. We'll see. We will have to see. But for now, playing on it. And we'll certainly see if we can get that one done. I know there's going to be no rain in the forecast for this weekend, at least not at the moment. So we should be good for some district baseball. Still waiting for somebody to claim their plot on top of the mound here. Again, all my talk for how fast this game was moving along, I may have invoked it here. I may have invoked the curse. So we have really kind of dragged this one out. So man on top of the mound now. Looks like it is Brock Ware, by the way. So Ware will actually go through his warm-up tosses now. As we got a little bit of time here. Again, it feels good to be back out here, at the very least. For however long or short or whatever it may be. After all those rainouts, first broadcast since April 16th. 5 straight rainouts. And you know, I love my job. I love what I do. I love all facets of it. But there's the one thing I really, really like to do. And you take it away from me, Mother Nature. We shake our fist to the sky and say, why? But we finally got back on out here, and what a day for it. Again, very little clouds in the sky. Again, 80 degrees outside of the shade, in the shade. I'd say about 10 degrees cooler. Feels very, very nice. And, of course, Crocker's still working on their press box. Next year, might be able to head on up there. Call a game from the sky here in Crocker. Of course, we'll be back out here for most likely softball, maybe even a little bit of basketball as well before baseball rolls back around in the spring. Of course, about to move on into that summer. And, of course, the long, long wait before softball and football starts back up again. Of course, Waynesville Tiger football, we'll have it for you. And, of course, Lady Tiger softball, and also area softball. Do the same we do for baseball. We'll have plenty of Waynesville. We'll have plenty of Frisco League teams. I'll try to get all 9. They found out here this baseball season, sometimes it's a little harder than what you might anticipate. So we'll get back going here. Again, Brock Ware's your pitcher now. Can't close the book on Pierce. There is a runner over on second. But we do know Pierce goes 1 inning today. Actually, we'll now have time called by the umpire. Hand something over to the third baseman here. That being Pierce. But whatever it is, we're now officially, finally, ready to go. So we return to it here, 2-1. Actually, to Ashton Duncan here. So Ware delivers the first pitch. Down the middle here, quickly 2-2. Pierce got the final out of the 6th. First 2 outs of the 7th. Ware's 2-strike pitch is up high, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runner on first. Shreve, no obligation to run. The pitch, too high. And it's ball 4.
Up next, number 7, Noah Remenschneider.
So that'll put runners on first and second. So we flip over the lineup once more. 5th time up now for Noah Remenschneider. Remenschneider, 1 for 3 now. His biggest hit of the day coming in the 6th inning. His only hit, by the way, but not his only scoring play. A 2 RBI double. Also has a sacrifice fly today. Takes the first pitch from Ware, called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. It's a swing, comebacker to the mound. Ware has it. Play will be at first, of course. Gets it on over there, and that ends the 7th. So Iberia plates 1 here in the top half of the 7th. They'll need to keep Crocker to 7. 7 to tie, 8 to win for the Lions. We'll see if they can get it done. We're back in 90 seconds. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
The Waynesville St. Robert Regional Airport offers direct jet service twice a day to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Nashville airports. Extremely affordable rates plus long-term parking. Yes, free parking. Connected direct flights and hundreds of destinations in a comfortable cabin that offers first-class legroom in every row. Affordable tickets, free parking, and first-class legroom. What are you waiting for? Book your flight today. FlyFLW.com. That's FlyFLW.com. Waynesville St. Robert Regional Airport.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bottom of the 7th, it's do or die time here for the Crocker Lions. They need 7 to tie, 8 to win. And they'll have it. Well, 8, 9, and 1 coming up, but first, a pinch hitter to hit here for Riley Foster. He'll be the first to face Noah Remenschneider here in this half inning. So to hit, it's Gavin Strutton. Again, in the place of Foster today. Foster, who is 0 for 2, a couple strikeouts. He'll be exchanged for the right-handed hitting Strutton here. Again, Noah Remenschneider on the mound, looking for the complete game today. First pitch, too low. It's ball one. Remington Snyder has been rather good today with a few hiccups. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Of course, count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts today. Just the one earned run against him. 2 of Crocker's 3 runs today were unearned. Iberia's been able to clean up the defense a little bit, and it's done him wonders. 1-1 pitch is high and inside. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike here to the pinch hitter. Next pitch from Remington Snyder is a swing and a miss. Another fastball. Blew it right by him here, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him to chase one high and inside. Strike 3.
Up next, number 20, Brock Ware.
So Crocker down to its final 2 outs now. Strikeout number 12 for Remington Snyder. And up to the plate, Brock Ware. Ware going to hit for himself. Of course, now the pitcher on record here for Crocker. Going to send a long fly ball left side, but curling foul. Strike 1. Caught quite a bit of that one, but well foul. He'll try to do it again and straighten that one on out. Next pitch. Swung on a pitch in the dirt. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swung on, fly ball to left field. Moving to his left is Shreve, but has room to run it down. And Crocker's down to its last out.
Up next, number 11, Jackson Burney.
So Ware flies out. And the first last chance for Crocker today is Jackson Burney. So Burney up to the plate for the 4th time today. 1 for 3. He's reached base 3 times, though. He's swinging away on the first pitch. Fouls one off here. 0-1. Reached base on an error by the first baseman in the first. An error on the third baseman in the third. Then singled, stole second, left stranded over there in the 5th. Represents 1 of the 3 Crocker runs today. 0-1 count here. Remington Snyder through the windup. Pitch is in there. Crocker's down to its last strike. Iberia trying to cap off, again, win number 22. Here's the pitch, the 0-2. Low and outside, ball 1. Again, we'll wrap this one up in our post game today. Make sure you stick around for just a little while longer. How about the 1-2? Outside, 2-2. Trip Caldwell on deck. This game goes on any further than this. 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3. From 0-2 now to 3-2. Remington Snyder, no walks given up today. Trying to hold on to that mark. Here is the payoff pitch. Don't think that missed by much, but it is going to be called ball 4. First walk given up by Remington Snyder today. Burney will trot on down to first. He'll have reached base all 4 times. He's been up to the plate today. So Burney now on first. Here is catcher Trip Caldwell, my catcher. I believe he's actually in the outfield now. Didn't quite catch where everyone went, but I believe Caldwell went out to left. Either way, he's going to bat here. Working on an 0 for 2 day. First pitch is low, and it's ball 1. So it's a long road ahead now for the Lions. They need to find 7 runs without picking up an out. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. 1-0. Outside this time, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Next pitch. That one looks good. Called as such. 2-1. Iberia faithful. Cheering Remington Snyder on as he tries to cross the finish line here. 2-1 now. In there as well. 2-2. And again, Crocker down to its last strike. 2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bernie going to take a lead over on first. Raymond Snyder fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Iberia's perfect season will continue. 22-0 as they take care of Crocker here today in Crocker. Final score, 10-3. So we'll do what we always do. We'll number it up. We'll come back after a brief break. We'll wrap it up, and we'll get you on ready for tomorrow, as well as this weekend. But again, your final score, the Iberia Rangers. They stay perfect. They knock off the Crocker Lions today. Final score, 10-3. We're back in 90. You're listening to Frisco League Baseball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
113 years and still going strong. That's the Bank of Crocker, who opened their doors in 1911 when Crocker was a small railroad town. And while they're still a small town, banking services from the Bank of Crocker are as modern as any financial institutions in the big cities. Android and Apple mobile banking apps let you do your banking from anywhere around the globe. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is just a click away. They've also added branches in Waynesville, St. Robert, and Richland through the years. It's a world apart from what it was back in 1911, but the personal hometown banking service has not changed. The Bank of Crocker, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Again, back here at Crocker High School, this one is in the books. The Iberia Rangers, they stay perfect. The undefeated season is still very much alive. They knock off Frisco League rivals, the Crocker Lions, 10-3. Here in Crocker today. Connor Harbert, Z102.3, as we wrap this one up. It's a complete game for Noah Raymond Snyder. Not a complete game shutout. There was the hiccup for Iberia in that third inning, but ultimately Raymond Snyder very much dominant here in this one. After that third inning, Crocker just could not get anything going here today. All kinds of Ks through the lineup. We'll get to all those numbers in just a second. But first, your final lines for today. Iberia, 10 runs, 13 hits. They commit 3 errors in the field. Those 3 errors were actually very costly for Iberia. 2 of them in particular gave Crocker that 3-0 lead. Certainly probably gave him a scare here today. Iberia did leave 6 runners on base as well. Meanwhile, for Crocker, 3 runs today, 5 hits. They do commit 2 errors. I believe that ends up being, we'll see. That leads to 2 unearned runs today, and they leave 5 on base. Winning pitcher, like I said, well, it has to be Noah Raymond Snyder, considering he went the full 7 innings today. Gives up 3 runs, 5 hits, strikes out 13 batters here in this one. Gives up the 1 walk at the very end. Very wishy-washy call. Think it might have been called strike 3, but of course not going to be that much of a black mark on Raymond Snyder's performance today. And again, 1 of those 3 runs were earned by Crocker today. Losing pitcher, meanwhile, for Crocker, that would be Jackson Burney. He pitches well for a little while here. Had actually a shutout going on into the 4th inning. He eventually goes 5 2/3 today, gives up 9 runs, 10 hits, gives up the home run. That home run really kind of turned the momentum of the game on its side. 4 strikeouts, no walks, and 7 of those 9 runs were earned. Landon Pierce goes 1 inning today. He gives up 1 run, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 1 earned run. And then Brock Ware, he comes in. He takes care of the final out for the Crocker side. No runs, no hits, no home runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk, and no earned runs. So again, Crocker suffers its first defeat in quite a while. These were 2 teams riding rather lengthy winning streaks. But of course, the Iberia Rangers, they are now 22-0. Crocker 12-5, by the way. I was looking for the record. I realized I put it on top of my book. Crocker 12-5, Iberia 22-0. And of course, these two teams, well, they'll try to get back in the win column starting tomorrow. Of course, for Crocker, they've got another home game coming up. They play host to the Stoutland Tigers. But of course, we will actually be in Iberia. We will continue to follow the Rangers here this week. We're going to spend a lot of time with Iberia over the next few days as they take on the Lakeway Hornets. So, if you're looking for Crocker tomorrow, make sure to come on out. 4:30 start time for the Lions once again. Meanwhile, that Iberia start time will also be 4:30. So we'll have pregame for you, 4:15 from that field out there, right on next to Iberia High School. Another very good place to call a baseball game. So ultimately, a beautiful day here today. It's a game that takes us 2 hours and 20 minutes to complete. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here today. Just glad to be back out here on the baseball field. Until next time, you've been listening to Frisco League Baseball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Frisco League Baseball on 102.3 on your FM dial. Our game today brought to you by Rivard Heating and Cooling, the Marys County Bank, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert and Richland, Shelter Insurance Agents John Gregory and Crocker and Dave Holland in Richland, Paul's Furniture Outlet, St. Robert Auto Supply, Domino's Pizza, Phelps Health, Lowe's Chevrolet, the Dixon Nursing and Rehab Center, Post Pawn, Action Automotive, and the Bank of Crocker. That's it for this time. Join us next time for more Frisco League Baseball on 102.3 FM.